Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video about the danger of not knowing what you're missing out on. I just picked up my new glasses with the new correction and I have been unsettled on how well I'm seeing right now and how uncomfortable it felt at first when I first tried them on, because it's actually the right correction, but I did not get used to I was getting used to my old correction, and I think that made me realize the danger of not knowing what you're missing out on and procrastination on things that you know you're supposed to do but you don't do yet. And the reason why you still procrastinate is because you do not know how much better you could be living right now. It is anything, it can be applied to anything: health, relationship, um, self development, your own faith, whatever you're trying to achieve career wise, performance wise, artistic wise. I do believe that there is a power in knowing what you could be having, but you're not, because you clearly do not put in the time, invest the time, or at least you don't talk about it, you don't know about the resources that will enable you to get those. I don't know what could be the reason why you're not getting what you're supposed to, but I'm just saying that yesterday when I was celebrating getting my, just finishing my studies, my friends actually wanted to pick up their glasses before we went out for drinks and desserts, and I was so proud of ourselves because we were so productive. We all went to actually pick up our glasses, get the prescription out, and making sure that we all had our new pairs, right? And that made me realize I used to think that I would wait for an entire week, or I would get those new glasses by the end of the month, because that's what I'm used to. Up until now, this is what I've been experiencing in a lot of different opticians, and I was baffled because yesterday I sent them in. The very same evening I got the text it was ready, and I picked it up today after chatting and seeing my friend. And I went to church. Well, I wanted to go to church, but things didn't necessarily work out favorably for my own schedule, so I decided to take that time tomorrow and be more at rest and stuff. But that enabled me to spend some time in town with one of my best friends, and I'm not telling you this for no reason. I'm telling you all those little details so you can see how important it is to basically be able to learn from the little things. And something that I learned from those little things is that by just being along, just going along with my friends, I was able to get things done, because I knew that something was to be done, something that I was procrastinating on was my glasses, and I got them done when I had the opportunity to do it. So the solution is in what I just told you. Sometimes you will not do things by yourself. You don't you are responsible for yourself. You're an adult, okay? At the end of the day, you're gonna have to take care of yourself, but can help yourself. Sometimes the best way for you to get things done is to get them done together. So do set up things and events and ways on which it forces you to be on the move. And once you actually get the thing you were procrastinating on the things that you actually thought were extras but actually could be not just nice but necessary for you to have, once you get them, I think it would unlock a new perspective on life for you, and it will give you a lot more strength to keep going and do what you needed to do. It's just one simple thing. The danger was, what if I went another day with the old prescription? I would have been used to that, because that's just how I used to see for the past 2 years, right? And sometimes in life, when it's time for a new prescription, it's time. Some people may see it as something negative because, oh, my eyesight is getting worse. Oh man, I have to spend money for some. Um, Depending on what you do, depending on what it is that you need to change and stuff. I'm just trying to give you another outlook on those things. Maybe this is an opportunity to get what you exactly need right now. I needed those glasses. I needed this new pair of glasses. I loved um, my old frame, but it got broken. Now I have new ones with new lens, and I'm actually comfortable wearing them now. I see so much better, so much clearer. I'm so comfortable now. But in for the first, I would say the first 5 minutes, I felt like I was wearing a virtual reality cask, and I think it was not something that bothered me too much because the new eyesight that I was experiencing was worth the uncomfort. So the lesson of today is simple. If you can't get it done by yourself, get somebody or an event to get it done with you. And if it's uncomfortable in the beginning, don't worry. Not only is it temporary, but it doesn't compare to the benefits that you will get after the discomfort. Now I'm experiencing life differently because I just see better. And I think I'll be less tired just simply because my eyes will not strain as much. And that's just another way for me to just share with you another insight I got today, was that sometimes in life you don't necessarily need to wait to want to do the things that you might be slowing it down on. It might just be the fact that you do not realize how important it is. So sometimes just be driven by FOMO a little bit. It can help in those cases. The fear of missing out can actually help you actually not miss out on things that could be beneficial to you. And also, I wanted to tap into fear that is the real cause of your procrastination. I've been talking to a lot of people, and every single time I was in a position to give advice, I realized that a lot of times it's not that they don't know what to do, it's just that they are afraid of something, and they've been they've been in survival mode for so long that they cannot even pinpoint when they actually are at their breaking point. They are experiencing life in a very in they do not experience life with a clear mind. They react to events, they react to circumstances, they react to their own feelings, they all react to the feelings of others that they took upon themselves, and now they are an emotional wreck. But it's actually not their fault, it's just that they did not take the necessary step of emptying out the trash. Sometimes people forget to take out the trash and they are so surprised to actually smell the bad odor. It's not abnormal to feel the way that you do if you keep on having all of those stuff up in here. You need to empty out those stuff, and the best way for you to do that is to do two things. First of all, you need to write it down. Take 5 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes, just take that time to just draw a big bowl on a white sheet of paper and have one instrumental, one music, and just write as many things as possible. Do not filter, everything is out. It will give you the process of dumping everything that you actually plug into your mind. Once you are done with that, the next time somebody will ask you how you are doing, if they're not close to you and you don't necessarily find yourself comfortable discussing those matters, you would just do not say that you're fine. Just describe what you're doing. Hey, how are you doing today? You could answer, instead of saying, hey, I'm fine, you could just say, oh, right now I'm checking out Eric's email. What do you think about it? You are actually decluttering a little bit one of the mental charge and the mental tasks that you're actually doing in front of you, and you're avoiding getting into what actually bothers you. It can help you in the very mundane, I would say, politically correct work, anything, he can help you. And once is somebody who's actually supposed to be closer to you and hear out your heart, then you can actually, if they ask you how you're doing, you can actually pinpoint one of the things that you wrote this morning, and you can actually talk about that one thing that was bothering you on a deeper level. So at different stages of the day, you enable yourself to declutter a little bit of the trash that you offloaded in here on the paper, and now during the day you do some recycling. That's it. And things will go in order like that, because you're actually you free yourself a lot of space in your mental storage. Okay, that's what you guys need to do when you find yourself procrastinating. Sometimes I do not understand, sometimes the shift in energy, um, decisions start to change one day from another, and I sit there and I realize, oh, that person is experiencing fear, that person is actually overwhelmed. Let's take it from the beginning. And then this is where I realize, okay, there are a lot of things going on that have nothing to do with what we were talking about, that the problem actually began 5 months ago, 2 years ago, one day ago. It just was not dealt with, or at least it wasn't brought back to consciousness. And that is something that can actually help you guys be conscious about the things that actually bother you, so that you can put a name on those things. And when you actually take the time to do that step, it will be easier for the next step, which is talking about it. That's another video, that's another day. But I think that you guys need to really focus on taking those time. Do not just wake up and experience life. No, you have to wake up and take time to reflect on your life. Even if it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, how are you feeling today? You need to do that weather check a little bit. If you do not do that, you will start acting weird, and people can perceive that. Don't worry. If I can perceive that, I swear, I understand observers will perceive that, but some people who even do not have that emotional intelligence, they can actually sense that energy of confusion from you. So you have to generally be conscious of the fact that you might be in urgent mode. It's okay to be on that survival mode, kind of, but if you do not force yourself to slow down even for 5 minutes when you're alone, it will destroy your entire year, it will destroy your entire month, because every choices and the mindset you will be in right now, and the help you will not seek, because you will not do it if you could not pinpoint what's going on, and if you do not have the courage to admit it to yourself. Sometimes people know, but they do not see how much it can affect them. If you do not take that time, it can literally define the course of the next year's, month's time of your life in a very negative way. So do not let yourself be dragged out by lack of self-check. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? And another thing I could also advise from you to do right now today, something that I think a lot of people don't do enough, you need to talk about what you want. I think a lot of times people do not realize that what you actually like, what you are interested in, other people might be interested too. So if you just take upon yourself to just try 1% of what you want to achieve or what you are interested in, and you sometimes talk about what you like, you will connect with other people who are similar to you. And you will actually start to actually see and be excited about life. Oh my gosh, my neighbor is so loud. Okay, why are you so loud? Okay, my gosh, why so much enthusiasm? Okay, I got scared, guys. Um, wow, who was that? Okay, okay. All that to say, I want you to be more confident about the fact that you have every every right to be living fully everything that you want to do. You don't need to ask for permission, okay? If you are interested in arts and dance, whatever particular field, you do not need to wait to be an expert, to become an expert. Just enjoy it. And if you want to share about it, share. And you can be, I understand that some people are very talented, but they have that imposter syndrome. For people who struggle with that, free yourself from that by just saying that you are passionate about something from over years, and now you want to share your journey and what you learned about it and what you made today. That's it. Do that, and it will actually free you up from the actual pressure you might feel with keeping up with appearances. And also, when people recommend you for stuff, it means that you are getting good at that. So do not get into this whole, oh, I'm not worthy kind of stuff. I am tired of you guys doing that. Do not do it. Okay? If people recommend you, say thank you. You'll do your best next time, even better. Okay? Um, there is no point denying something that you've actually done. If you've helped a lot of other people in a particular field, and you actually got them interested in whatever you are being recommended for, hey, own it, okay? You can be humble and own your craft. You can be humble and still be proud of what you already achieved. You can be humble and also still work on your whatever you are working on right now and improve and get better. You don't you you are not a jerk just because you own who you are and the stages of life that you are actually passed successfully. There are people who are experts and extremely talented, and sometimes when I listen to their interviews at their right state of mind right now, and I realize that these very people are still in that very humble state where they're still learning. They are amazed by others and disciplines, and they just enjoy life. And others may idolize them. And I realized a lot of talented people feel like they cannot live and enjoy whatever stage they are in right now because they do not feel like they've earned a certain level to do that. And that's a lie. If you're comfortable right now at the stage you are right now, the level you are right now, enjoy that stage until you be pushed to want to be better and do better. For some people, it could be competitiveness that actually push them forward. Others, it could actually be um, just for themselves, the competition for themselves. Others, they're actually driven on inspiration. I function like that. If I see something amazing, I want to do a version of it, mixing it with another interest that I have. That's just how I run. For others, it could actually be objective driven for a particular event, for a particular date. That also helped me, but not as much. Um, Depending on what it is for you, just always remember that people always will cheer your people like you, and people who need whatever you are into right now. They will thank you, or they are the one who actually wait for you to actually get yourself out there. So stop stalling. I am sick of talented people I know not realizing how great they are. And okay, if you do not want to, if you have bad imposter syndrome thing, if you have that, okay, don't worry. The only thing you need to do right now is just say, express yourself, and just express the fact that you love what you do. This is what you've learned so far. Just do that and move on. So at least you keep on creating, you keep on doing what you need to do, and you keep on being who you are. But do not stop your activity for the sake of moral moral trap. I call it moral trap because from the outside you could actually perceive some kind of humility, but when you actually break it down, you see that it's just fear. They're afraid that they can't keep up with whatever ideal they put in their heads of what great is, and what expertise is. Nobody cares about that. Sometimes you just want to wake up and see another awesome human being who enjoy themselves, and it makes you happy. So just focus on that. Do what makes you happy and spread joy, connection, peace around you. That's your only job on this planet, so it's okay. 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 So that's just what I learned. What I learned. It's not so much what I learned, but what I wanted to share with you today. And if you have any other topics that you want me to cover, don't hesitate to comment down in the to comment them down in the comment section. I'll try to structure a video around whatever theme that you request down the comment section. But right now, I'm actually very tired. I always make those videos late at night once I get home or something like that. And yeah, so I'm sorry sometimes those videos are not really structured. I'm on that journey of me not procrastinating, posting and publishing anymore and sharing with you guys my days and vlogging everything. So I'm trying to get into the habit of shooting and posting. So that's why those videos are not edited and they are done on purpose. And just, I don't know, pick up on something. Maybe like do your skincare, do the dishes, cook something while you're listening to me. And I hope you actually got something out of it. There must be some wisdom that you picked up on. And I will see you in the next one. And as I always say, never forget to drink your water, mind your business, and never forget to pray. Okay, bye. See you.